I mean, it's great. I mean, it's not like you. I know you have it together, and how you've been doing the work for many years. You got lots of experience there on the streets, making it work for the citizens of Indianapolis. It's exciting to know that we've prepared. One of the questions that's come up, Dave, is we're to host the 2012 Super Bowl. Not only host it, but be playing in it also. And they said because we're a cold winter state and snow and stuff, it's a possibility. Are we? I know you. Are we looking at any special concerns or need we may have? Are we going to put heaters in the street? Under the street.
Well, I think the snow plan is, first off, I want to just state it right now. Mayor Ballard has told me it's going to be 61 degrees that day, and it's going to be very nice. So we know we're in great shape.
Yeah.
But in reality, we are planning. You plan for the worst and you hope for the best, and that's, I think, how DPW addresses snow. We have looked at, because once the community is created around where you're going to have the Super Bowl, then there are going to be barricades and up. So we're going to have a lot of volunteers out with shovels, and everybody wants to be engaged in that. But we're also looking at how to have units in there that will melt down the snow, because how do you get it out of the community? How do you get it off the streets? And I think our biggest concern would be, or the biggest challenge would be, is we had a big ice storm.
Yeah.
But we are prepared. We are looking at alternatives, including how to have a skating ring or something of that effect, so you can take the ice material and put it on something that's going to be usable. People should be looking at Indianapolis as almost like a ski lodge. If the mayor's wrong and it's not 61 degrees, it'll be we'll be ready to go. But we have specialized equipment. We have new blowers coming in for those smaller areas and confined spaces, and I believe that we'll be full and ready to go.
That's great. You know what's going to happen there, don't you, Jim? When people be viewing this on a TV station, that's when we're going to get a big snow, and they're going to hear everything we've been saying and sitting there and say, wait a minute, they said, they're going to be counting every truck now.
We'll hope for the best, I'd
Yeah.
say, but we'll be prepared.
Well, I think you do a great job. All right, move on from the snow in a few minutes we have left. I've gotten cold here, matter of fact, talking about all this snow. One of the other concerns, there's many concerns, we could bring you back next year, hopefully, because when it's getting warmer, the other issues that you deal with around this area. But as winter approaches and winter ends, it creates potholes. I know you already had an aggressive plan on trying to reduce the number of potholes, on how they're serviced, but also how they're created.
Right. Well, I'll start and let Jim finish up. How about that? Last year, we started doing crack sealing work, and again, what that is we were able to do about 300 miles of crack sealing work, and that means if you see a line down the center of your road, on the side of your road, water gets down underneath here, and with the heat and the cold, because you remember, in times we'll have very warm weather, then we'll have 20 degrees, and that the going back and forth really causes a lot of pothole issues. This last year we had 5,000 less complaints because of the crack sealing work, and what we were able to do because of the way
5,000 less complaints. That's awesome.
Yeah, 5,000 less. And this next year, we between 09 and 10 during the cold weather, because you have to do this during weather that's under 50 degrees, crack sealing work, we're going to do 1,400 lane miles. And so we're expecting to see better streets in the next year. We're going to see less pothole issues. We've also changed the approach of how we attack potholes. Jim's team has gone from when we first came in to about 18 days through the Six Sigma approach and other management changes to no more than 2 days, and 2.5 days average in the three districts.
That's awesome.
Considering 420 square miles, that's pretty good.
Excellent, I think.
Yeah, and we're gonna continue to maintain that consistency and that turnaround time and push for even a little further reduction in the response time to that. But to get back to crack sealing and what David said, yeah, it's probably one of the most important preventive maintenance measures that a city can do is to crack seal their streets. And Indianapolis had tried in the past and been kind of mediocre successful with it without any consistency. So we've changed that program and bought some machines that accommodate
All right.
that particular function. We've changed the type of material that we use.
All right.
That does a better job, easier to apply, faster drying, and we're having some good success with that. So that'll be an annual program. Excuse me. Each spring, coming out of each spring, and also as we go into each fall. And like David said, that'll minimize a number of the potholes. But the biggest deal on the potholes was eliminating the number of steps, which is what the Six Sigma did. Instead of having 10 or 12 steps someone had to go through or a piece of paper had to get to, reduce that down to where it goes from the MAC, it goes out to that district, or it goes from that township coordinator to that district, and it's done. So you eliminate 6 or 8 or 10 steps in the process.
Great.
So
I mean, it's exciting. I know you guys, your department, DPW, and the men and women there doing such a great job for the citizens of Indianapolis. And, of course, Mayor Ballard's commitment to quality of life and supporting the work you all doing is definitely it's great. Hey, I'd like to thank both of you for being on We Are Indianapolis. I appreciate your time and all the great information. We definitely want to bring you back in the spring, continue this conversation about what's going to happen in the spring and the summer. So if I begin to saying let it snow, you all going to handle it, though, right?
That's right.
For all those white Christmas folks that won't, I'm not a white Christmas guy. I'm like a 75-degree Christmas guy. We're gonna handle it, though.
We can handle the snow, and like I say, we always rather have snow than ice.
I agree. Well, thanks for being here, and you have been watching We Are Indianapolis. Thanks for viewing us and keeping us #1 show in the country of this sort.